Hi friends, welcome to all. In this video, we are going to configure CCNP Encore Packet Tracer activity, configure and verify eBGP. Friends, if you find our videos helpful, we kindly request you to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Here we can see our objectives. Configure and verify eBGP between two autonomous systems. In this activity, we will configure and verify the operation of eBGP between autonomous systems 65001 and 65002. So, ACME Inc., that is this network, is a company that has a partnership with the other company and must exchange routes. Both companies have their own autonomous systems and will use ISP as the transit autonomous system to reach each other. In this topology, we can see those two companies. Here is ACME's network, and here we can see other company network. So these two are connected using this ISP network. They given a note. Only companies with very large networks can afford their own autonomous system. Yes. So here they given the addressing table. Instructions. Part 1. Configure eBGP in ACME Inc. ACME Inc. hired an ISP to provide a connection to a partner company called Other Company. The ISP has established network reachability within its network and to Other Company. You must connect ACME to the ISP so that ACME and the Other Company can communicate. Because the ISP is using BGP as the routing protocol, you must configure ACME 1, which is the ACME border router, to establish a BGP neighbor connection with the ISP-N3-1. ISP-N3-1 is the ISP border router that is directly connected to ACME. So here we can see that border router, that is ACME 1, which is connected to the ISP-N3-1 router. From ISP-N3-1, verify that the ISP has provided IP reachability through its network by pinging 1.1.1.9, which is the IP address of the ISP-N3-2 serial 0/0/0 interface. So here we are going to ping from this ISP-N3-1 to ISP-N3-2 serial 0/0/0, which is connected to this other company. We will go to this router, enable configure terminal. So we need to ping. So that can be done from this privileged exit mode. Ping 1.1.1.9. So here we can see success rate is 100%. From any device inside of the ACME network, ping the other company server at 172.16.10.2. The pings should fail because no BGP routing is configured at this time. Okay, so we are going to ping from any of this device. Okay, we'll go to PC0. Then we'll ping to server. Ping server address they already given here, 172.16.10.2. So here we can see we get reply from this 192.168.0.1 destination host unreachable. So we can see this communication failed here. Configure ACME 1 to become an eBGP peer with ISP-N3-1. ACME has autonomous system number 65001 and the ISP is using AS number 65003. Use 1.1.1.1 as the neighbor IP address and add the ACME internal network 192.168.0.0/24 to BGP. Okay, we will do this configuration. Coming to ACME 1, enable configure terminal. So here we will give a router BGP and this specify to give this autonomous system number 65001. Neighbor 1.1.1.1, remote us 65003. Okay. Network 192.168.0.0, mask 255.255.255.0. From any device inside of the ACME network, ping the other company internal server again. Does it work? Okay, we will check that. Again, we will go to PC0 and we will ping to the server. Still, we get a destination host unreachable. So we can see this ping is not successful. Coming to part 2, configure eBGP for other company Inc. So the network administrator at other company is not familiar with BGP and could not configure the other company side of the link. Because of this, you must also configure the other company end of the connection. Okay. So configure router other CO1 to form an eBGP adjacency with the ISP entry 2, which is the ISP border router facing other CO1, other CO1, whatever. Yeah, here we can see that other CO1 and which is connected to ISP entry 2. The other company is under AS65002, while ISP is under AS65003. Use the 1.1.1.9 as the neighbor IP address of ISP entry 2 and add the other company internal network, that is 172.16.10.0/24 to BGP. So this neighbor address 1119, the IP address of this interface serial 000 on ISP entry 2. And also this autonomous system number is 65003 here. So we need to configure on this router. Enable configure terminal. Router BGP 65002. Neighbor 1.1.1.9. Remote as 65003. Then network 172.16.10.0, mask 255.255.255.0. Coming to part 3, eBGP verification. Verify that ACME 1 has formed an eBGP adjacency with ISP entry 1. The show IP BGP summary command is very useful here. Okay, so we will go to router. And copy run space start. And we will give that show command show IP BGP summary. And here we can see the details. Neighbor 1.1.1.1, that is ISP entry 1. And also we can see this AS65003. Then use the show IP BGP summary command to verify the routes that ACME 1 has learned via eBGP and their status. We will go to this router. Enable show IP BGP summary. So here we can see 6 network entries, 6 path entries, 1 BGP path, best path attribute, so on, so right. Look at the routing table on ACME 1 and other company. ACME 1 should have learned the route to the other company network 172.16.10.0/24. Similarly, other companies should now know about the route to the ACME network 192.168.0.0/24. Okay, we'll go to ACME. Show IP route. Okay, here we can see those 3 remote network learned with the help of BGP. You can see 3 BGP path. Yes. And here we can see our other company network address 172.16.10.0/24, which is learned with the help of BGP. And also we can see here these 2 BGPs 1.1.1.4 and 8. So the network between ISP entry 1 and ISP entry 2. Also ISP entry 2 and other company. We will go to other company. Show IP route. And here also we can see our ACME company IP address 192, network address 192.168.0.0 learned with the help of BGP. And also we can see that point-to-point networks 1.1.1.0 and 1.1.1.4 between ACME 1 ISP entry 1, then ISP entry 1 to ISP entry 2. Then open a web browser in any ACME entity device and navigate to the other company server by entering its IP address 172.16.10.2. From any ACME device, ping the other company server at 172.16.10.2. So we are going to access this server. Okay, first of all, we will go to web browser and we will give the IP address of that server. That is 172.16.10.2. Yes, here we can see we get the web page. Also, we can ping to the server. Here we can see we get the replies. We'll try from any one of this laptop. 172.16.10.2, and here we can see we get the replies. Perfect. So here we can see our completion status. It's 100%. Friends, if you find our videos helpful, we kindly request you to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Stay connected. We will meet again with the next video. Thank you.